Johhny Rock Show, Rockin' 101, the Rock Station.
Jim Florentine. How are you doing, Jim? Welcome back.
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, we were waiting for Queensryche to finish, to start the interview, and I was reminding Jim the last time we saw each other, I was wearing my Metallica Vikings hoodie that you could only get at the opening night, or I guess the second night of U.S. Bank Stadium, because they had a country artist open it, and then the next night was Metallica. And you were asking me where I got that. But that's neither here nor there.
It's it's when I see something that I don't have, like a Metallica thing, I usually get all their stuff. I'm like, oh my God, look at that one. So I'm like, I think I went on eBay later that day to see if there was anyone who was selling them, but I didn't find any. But it's fine.
Yeah.
But no, that is a collector's item. That's something, 20 years from now or something like that, even 10 years from now, some big Metallica fan's going to want that.
Yeah, well, they have plenty of swag. Let's put it that way. Hey, your new comedy special, Bite the Bullet, full HD special, now on YouTube. You're really getting out there and doing it. When did this all go down, and was COVID a problem to get it done?
Well, I had to put everything on pause when the lockdown hit, so I was ready to film. I filmed it in late summer, like late August. I probably would have filmed it probably in January or February, so I had to wait about 6 months. And then, once things started opening back up, I got it done over the summer, edited or whatever, and put it out a few weeks back. And, just want to put enough free on my YouTube channel, because that's where, if you don't get a Netflix special, that's pretty much what the comics are doing now. You'll get a ton more people to see it, especially if you put it out there for free. And then people will donate if they want, because you put it out there for free or whatever like that. And it's just, you want more eyes on the special, on your comedy special, than if it was on Amazon Prime and you have to rent it or buy it. So it's on my website, my YouTube, youtube.com/Jim Florentine Comedy. It's free. It's called Bite the Bullet.
Nice. I'm looking over your bio. I forgot you were in Beer League. What a great movie. Alan, you were in Trainwreck, too. Look at that. Look at you, Hollywood.
Yeah, I had a little cameo in Trainwreck. Yeah, I had a couple scenes in Beer League. Beer League is so underrated, that movie. There's so many funny lines in there.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. That show with Pete Davidson, is it? No, it wasn't Pete Davidson. Who am I thinking of? The clean comic, and you played the bad boy. And no spoilers, but I think you died. You hit your head on the toilet or something.
Oh, Louis C.K. show.
Oh, it was Louis C.K. That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, you did a great job on that.
That was the last episode he did, a Louis on FX.
Oh, yeah.
Last, so before they took everything away from him. But
That's
I
right.
played a comic where I'm opening for him, and at the end I wound up dying.
Yeah, you were great in that, and it wasn't too far from reality, except for the dying part. But I have a lot of friends that do that on the road, and it's not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, the whole thing was basically being in a hotel, sharing a condo. Like as your comic, they usually put you in a condominium for the week, and you have to share it with like two other acts, all three acts on the show. And there's you don't know these people, and it's just awkward. So, Louis wrote a script where the opening act is just annoying and obnoxious, and he has to share a condo with them. And then even on stage, he's like, he's just doing stupid stuff up there, and he's a tough act to follow because he's not really doing stand-up. He's like, can you play this guy? I go, I know this guy. I had to share condos with him. So it was perfect.
Absolutely. Now, you would know better than anybody, this whole pandemic. Every time I feel like we're moving forward, as far as the concert business goes, we suddenly take a step back. Over the summer, I bought tickets to Guns N' Roses 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. And by the time it finally came here, it was great. He had Wolfgang opening for him, which wouldn't have happened 2 years ago. But now it looks like they're, going backwards, and they're postponing more shows. What are your feelings, the reality of this new age we're in?
I was the summer of 2020. I think I was going to 13 different shows. I had it all mapped out. Every show I was going to go to. Then everything got canceled. Last summer, about half happened. There was a couple of shows where the day of the show, like an hour before, they had to cancel because someone tested positive. All the shows were getting moved and all that. So I haven't been to a show probably in about 4 months.
Yeah.
So, it's and now Wolfgang's touring with this band Dirty Honey, which I really like.
Yep.
And who knows if that's going to happen. They're playing in my area in a few weeks. That's the first show I'll probably go to. But I don't have any concerts. I usually have them looking at all the tours and I'm going here, schedule my route, make sure I'm in that city, or I'm going to take this time off. But other than that Wolfgang and Dirty Honey show, I got nothing. I'm just hopefully by the spring.
Right. Well, I always ask this. What do you remember what the last show before, March, April of 2020, before the initial lockdown? Do you remember your last show where you didn't have COVID in the back of your mind?
Well, I was on this, they do this heavy metal cruise called the Monsters of Rock Cruise.
Mm-hmm.
With all these 80s bands on there, and it goes out of Florida every year for 5 days. So I was on that cruise February 20th to the 25th of 2020. And then we were all making jokes about this, they had hand sanitizer everywhere. Be careful, this thing. I'm whatever. And we were out on a cruise for 5 days. We're this is nothing. They're just blowing this thing out of proportion. But all those bands like Queensryche Run, it Kicks, Tom Keeper from Cinderella, all these bands. So that was the last time before the lockdown I saw a band, and then I was dying.
Right.
To see another band. I think in August 2020, I went to see a Black Sabbath tribute band in a tent outside. In the back of a restaurant. I was so desperate to see music.
Yeah. My last one was February 2020. I'm a Van Halen diehard David Lee Roth Van Halen guy. I went and saw Kiss with David Lee Roth, and I know Kiss fans are going to hate me. I had to work the next morning, get up, morning show, get up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I actually, because I've seen Kiss 100 times, I left before Kiss came on because I saw David Lee Roth, and I thought, well, they've been here 3 times, and it's their farewell tour. They've been here 3 times in the past year and a half. So I left, and boy, there was no concert to be seen for another 2 years.
How was David Lee Roth?
Hey, you're asking the wrong guy if you want an actual, opinion. I loved it. He didn't sound great, but since when does he?
Look, I love Dave too. I'm a huge Dave fan. I've been watching old concerts on YouTube. There's one they just put out with the Eat 'Em and Smile band with Billy Sheehan and Steve Vai, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
One in Detroit, one in Montreal. There was always this thing that Dave couldn't sing, and he wasn't that good live in concert. I mean, obviously as a showman, but that's not. If you watch these bootleg videos, he's great.
Yeah.
He's not missing words. He's not doing all that. Look, he's the guy. At this point, he's 67 now, but when you saw him 2 years ago, he's 65, and
right.
His voice isn't going to be the same as it was. There's hardly any guys that could do that.
No, but he was great. I'll never forget the first time I saw Van Halen. I told Wolfgang this. I got barfed on during Running with the Devil, the Van Halen 2 tour. But that's another story for another time, Jim, and I hope you can come back and we can finish that story. Anytime you want, you're welcome back to the Johhny Rock Show. I'm going to check it out, the brand new special on YouTube.
It's free. It's free. It's on my YouTube channel. It's called Bite the Bullet. Just go to youtube.com/Jim Florentine Comedy, and you can watch it. It's a full hour special, comedy special.
Hey, beautiful. Anytime, man. Thanks for coming on the Johhny Rock Show. Okay, Jim?
Appreciate you having me on, Johnny.
Thank you.
The Johhny Rock Show. Rockin' 101, The Rock.